All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a special Wednesday night edition of Nick's Knowledge and Notions NQ Science Series brought to you by the Seven Spheres of Money. And before we get into why we're having a special Wednesday edition, go ahead and like the video, share it, and subscribe to DJ the Money Coach on YouTube. Now, the special Wednesday night edition of the show, because if you've been with us for a while, you know that we do this show on Friday, but this is the second year anniversary of DJ the Money Coach. April 20th, 2020, DJ the Money Coach started his own platform here on YouTube and on social media back in 2020. And this is the second year anniversary that we're celebrating here. So it's only right that we come on our actual anniversary date to celebrate with you all before we go to the big party, which is the masterclass, the Back to Basics masterclass, happening right after this. So we're going to spend some time with you all, have some friends come in to share a word or two and celebrate with us. And then we're going to head on over there. So let's go ahead and continue the celebration. We started the celebration last week, so let's continue the celebration. Let's take it up another notch. So happy anniversary to you, DJ. Happy anniversary to me too. Happy anniversary to us. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Yes, absolutely. It's a happy second anniversary, what we call the Terrific Twos. The Terrific Twos. So that's a baby reference. So it's the opposite of what you guys think, because it's the Terrific Twos. Here's a funny thing, Nick. My 4 children, they were all Terrific Twos. I never had that negative connotation, because you know why? It's about programming. So we learn to speak the power of the spoken word, what we want, not what we don't want. So this is the celebration of 4/20/22, the Terrific Twos, or what we're going to call the 2x2x2. That's right. So we're going to bring you guys amazing stuff, and we're going to be quick, fast, and short. We're going to thank a lot of people that help us make this impact. And we jumped on this scene in April 20th, but the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, we've been doing this. Actually, I'm going to be celebrating our 20th year anniversary in June. That's right. 20-year anniversary. Duransburg International got into this financial education business as a real business. And then in April of 2020, we just brought it onto this unique platform. But here's another tip or another secret you need to know. I actually had taken my company for our private services online back in 2015, 2014, and actually have been doing online consultative services really at the end of 2013. So we were ahead of the curve, Nick. We're innovators. So I just got on this platform reluctantly because people asked me to get on the platform. So that's a little backstory so you guys will let you know. And first and foremost, the thing that separates us from everybody in the masses, the reason why we celebrate, because we are licensed professionals. Okay? I want y'all to take a look. We are licensed professionals, and we created this system back in 2002 called the 7 Spheres of Money system. And the 7 Spheres of Money system, ladies and gentlemen, so this is outdated technology, but when I first created this DVD, it was cutting edge, okay? Cutting edge. This goes back to 2007, all right? 2007. So the 7 Spheres of Money, which everybody's going to come from cradle to grave at one point in time in their life, maybe not the end part, but you're going to go through at least 4 or 7 of these 7 spheres of money. Let me educate you real quickly what that is. That's accounting, insurance, banking, financial planning, real estate, estate planning, and legal. So we created that system, and we actually partnered and hired professionals who are all licensed in the 7 spheres of money. And on our business team, not on this platform, our business team consists of CPAs. So our number one CPA, his name is James Lane Jr., CPA, is a principal at Emerge Financial. They actually have physical offices across the country, Houston, Atlanta, Oakland, California, and they have been practicing tax law for over 40 years, handling municipalities, doing taxes for BP Amico, worked as consultants for KPMG. That's our lead CPA who's a partner with us for the past 7 years, okay? Then we have another CPA named Mary Lou Helm, who actually at one point in time was the CFO for Tyson Foods back in the late 90s that I've been knowing since 2002, okay? She handles all type of taxes based out of Chicagoland area. Then we have our CPA who actually just retired after 40 plus years in taxes, Paul Bax, who used to be my personal accountant. So that's one of the 7 spheres of money of professionals, okay? Our second professional is Melvin Hopson. He's a licensed SPHR. That means he has the highest certifications in human resources, teaches ERISA, and he's also a licensed registered investment advisor. And he actually helps me do ERISA and open enrollment training across the country for Montgomery Regional Airport in Alabama. You know, state of Illinois back in the day, state of Michigan back in the day, RC Cola back in the day, YMCA back in the day. 18 years, actually it's 19 years. I actually looked up my documentation, and Melvin and I actually met in 2003. I didn't realize it was that long. We've been together that long, okay? Melvin has a master's degree as well, actually speaks Spanish as well. So he's been with me for 19 years. And then we have our attorney, Nick, Lisa K. Shebar, has been with me since 2006. And she is the #1, in my humble but accurate opinion, trademark attorney on the planet. And the reason why I say so, Nick, is because she used to do the international trademarks for McDonald's hamburgers, Ronald McDonald, for the whole corporation international. And she also does litigation as well. And she also repped BMI. So that's just some of the people we roll with. Then we got some other heavy hitters. Another gentleman in our portfolio of business, partners. His name's Stephen Tolliver, and he's in the mortgage banking business. And he actually been in the mortgage banking business for 18 plus years. Okay. Those are some of the people in our, and then we have some real high-end people that do family office practices. And I can't tell you his name because we can't promote him on this platform, but just be rest assured, he's been doing it for 12 years and he manages a $2 billion portfolio at the young age of 32 years of age. And I've been knowing him for almost 14 years. So that rounds out the 7 spheres of money, Nick. So we're happy. And here's what I want to celebrate with everybody. Over the past 12 months, from April 2021 to April 2022, we've had 5,000 people, ladies and gentlemen, come through some version of the 7 spheres of money program, primarily watching shows, seeing us in seminars, doing lunch and learns online, getting our books, getting our family finance 101 course, which is, in my humble but expert opinion, again, it is the preeminent financial education Bible for the masses. And we created this curriculum back in 2004, Nick. And this just teaches you the principles. We don't sell products, ladies and gentlemen. We don't sell services. We just break down the rules of how everything works in the 7 spheres of money. And then we help you find the right professional across the country, Nick, to help you work with after you've been vetted. So it's a good fit for you and a good fit for them. I don't get paid any remunerations for doing that, ladies and gentlemen. So one of the things in our course of 20 years, it just says, who wants to be a millionaire? And we actually take actuary science, which is bean counting, Nick, and we actually show you from age 13 to age 60, if you want to earn $1 million on the conservative side, what you need to do. Just so if you have children out there, this is what's most powerful. You actually have a child that's 13 years of age, Nick. At age 13, if they get a 3% return and they put this money aside that their parents do for them, all they have to do is put $670 aside a month for 52 years, Nick, and no matter what they do, they'll have $1 million in the bank. If they got a 6% return, Nick, it's $237. But if they had the ability to earn 12% over that period of 52 years annually, based on the rule of 72, $21, Nick, and that young girl or boy could be a millionaire without any skill sets. Those are some of the things, Nick, that we've been teaching to over 25,000 people over the past 2 decades. So we're here to celebrate you for actually celebrating the system and actually reaching out for help at a basic investment into financial education, financial literacy, and most importantly, stewardship. We're working with the right licensed professionals to rock it off. And Nick, we want to bring some people on. I think we got some people in the queue, if I'm not mistaken.
Not yet.
Okay, cool. So we got some people. I've been getting texts. Okay, Rose says she never received the text. Our headmaster, Miss Spencer, she said she never received the link from you.
Okay.
And then AJ said he never received the link for you as well. So if you can hit them up right quick, they want to come onto the platform. You still got her email address, right?
Yes.
So while Nick is doing that, ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk about some of the great things that we've helped people accomplish over the last 12 months alone. We went on an amazing, tour with the amazing Ericka Williams from the Classy Climb, and it was jam-packed. She did a cross-the-country tour. I think it was a 5-city tour that went from DC to Atlanta to Houston to California, and we were able to hook up with her in Atlanta to a packed standing room audience, and we were able to talk about finances from a personal perspective, ladies and gentlemen, to a business perspective, to actually teaching people how to, raise capital, teaching people how to get out of debt, teach them how to, take care of their consumer debt, pay that off, show them strategies to actually pay their homes off in 5 to 7 years, no worse than 10 years. And then most importantly, Nick, build the actual foundation to an 800 credit score. Now, there's a lot of people out here, Nick, that teach credit, but they show you how to get credit on the hack side that actually is shortcut that don't last forever. And the rules are tightening up, which is now called FICO 10. Actually, you're not going to be able to do a lot of that credit line trading anymore. We teach them, Nick, the old-fashioned way, how to build up credit and get your children started. Just simple, Nick, is taking your child who's 14, 15, 16 years of age, go to the bank, have a savings account, put a couple of $100s in the savings account, Nick, and then ask for a secured card based on the amount of money that you have in that savings account. Take that secure card, which functions just like a credit card, Nick, but you can only spend what you have in the savings account. Now, everybody knows this, but here's the reality, Nick. A lot of them never apply this. We're talking about applied principles based on them 4 dirty little words, Nick. You know what they are? It's number 1, discipline. Number 2, accountability. Number 3, plug into a proven system. And number 4, put your head and go down and go to work. So you can take your young child, him or her, and create a secure credit card based off a savings account with $200, $300, $500. Open that up and then let them start making minor purchases and then show them how debt utilization works so that they can build up a legitimate credit score. Now, a lot of other people will use authorized users. They'll use credit lines, and that's all great and dandy. But at the end of the day, you're eventually going to have to utilize the 4 quadrants of credit in order to have sustainability in credit scores. Okay? So I'm not going to touch in that detail because, like Nick said, we got a master class for our 2nd year anniversary coming up in 1 hour. So we just want to come on here and give you some highlights and tell you about the successes that we've been able to help people win in the court of life. And the first thing we do, consumer debt freedom. Second thing we do, help you build the basis of an 800 credit score. Third thing we do, we help teach you about how businesses are constructed and formulated the right way. And there's only 8 entities based on the IRS codes, okay? And then we show you how to take that business revenue and actually acquire real estate the slow, steady way and create passive income of $8,333 a month in 3 to 5 years, ladies and gentlemen, 3 to 5 years. So we're excited because in the corporate sector, we have institutions like the Montgomery Regional Airport pay us thousands of dollars. I'm talking about $15,000, $25,000 to train employees for 1 day. So we brought that system, Nick, to 2 years on these platforms, and we've been able to give them that same system for less than $200, but give them a master class, Nick. It's 2 hours. Give them consultations with licensed professionals, absolutely free. Give them a digital downloaded course that's 3 hours, 18 modules, that whatever problem you have in, Nick, you don't have to go through the whole course. Let's just say, for instance, you just want to refinance your house. We have a segment in the Family Finance 101 course that says to refinance or not to refinance. Okay? And then people say, well, I know how to refinance, but you know what, Nick? Just in the last 2 months, I've spoken to 5 to 10 professionals with 6-figure incomes who have gotten the low super interest rate at 2.35, 2.75, Nick. But you know what they happen to do wrong? They violated the 50-25 rule. And the 50-25 rule, in short, nugget bracket for you ladies and gentlemen who are very educated, is real simple. The average term of a mortgage first out the gate for a new buyer is 30 years. And most time when you buy it, if you're lucky to put down 20%, you'll have about 20% equity. So in the 50% of the term is 15 years. And if you are being a person that normally refi, because the average person refis their home about twice every 5.7 years, Nick. So in the 15th year of the 50% of the loan, you're at what they call 50% time. And generally you'll have about 25% equity in your position as a homeowner, because you have utilized your equity indiscriminately. Does that make sense? Thus, it's called the 50-25 rule. So when you refinance real quickly and you bought your house in 2012 and you had an interest rate of 7%, but when the pandemic hit and the central bank lowered interest rate below zero to the retail banks, you had the beneficiary of a 2.75 interest rate. You go into 2.75, and Nick, you make the mistake and get them 10 years back and go right back into a 30-year loan. But you dropped your mortgage payment by $500, $600, $700 a month, and you thought you were winning. But in essence, instead of you paying for the house 3 times, you're going to pay for the house 4.5 times. So we show people how not to violate the 50-25 rule. Those are some of the things that people get excited about us helping them in the 7 spheres of money system of 20 years, 25,000 people. And just for the last 12 months, 5,000 people, ladies and gentlemen, have come through a variety of our programs on the educational side. So that's exciting. We got anybody tuned up?
Let's see. Not yet.
Tell you what we'll do real quickly. Let's go to a quick break and let those people come in, and we'll bring up the first guest on this 2nd anniversary of DJ the Money Coach on this platform, teaching financial education, consumer debt freedom, 800 credit score building foundation, pay off your home in 5-7 years, and generate through business and real estate over the next 3 to 5 years, $8,333 a month. Man, we're excited. Happy anniversary to you.
All right. Happy anniversary.
Anniversary. This is your lawyer. Hey, DJ the Money Coach. Happy anniversary. Happy 2nd anniversary. As I guess you called me. So anyway, I heard that you were having your 2nd anniversary of being on the internet today, and just wanted to stop by and congratulate you and tell you that I'm proud to know you. You have a lot to offer to so many people. Your knowledge, your inspiration, your ability to teach, your ability to demonstrate by example, just helping people get financially healthy and credit wise, and just everything that you can do to help improve their lives. I'm happy and proud to be a part of that effort. I've known you for many, many years, And I really admire and respect you for everything that you do, especially the way you help people improve their situations. So congratulations, and hope you have many, many more anniversaries to come. Hey, DJ.
Everybody, this is DJ the Money Coach. We're celebrating our second year anniversary on April 20th, and we're going to give away $50,000 worth of grants, scholarships, and pom-pom lifestyle trips. That's right. One lucky person will win the grand prize trip and go back to Zanzibar with me absolutely free. And in the process, we're going to help you become consumer debt free, build 800 credit scores, pay off your home in 5 to 7 years, and most importantly, show you how to build businesses, buy real estate, and generate passive income of $8,333 a month. And all you have to do is hit that link and say, "Happy anniversary, DJ Money Coach. Take me to Zanzibar absolutely free." I'll see you in the master class.
What's happening, everybody? It's DJ the Money Coach coming to you live. That's right, baby. At Kinder Rocks Beach and Zanzibar. Living that pom-pom lifestyle. Seeing money, peace of mind. Come join us on the beaches of the World Club. Because you know what? I am my ancestor. And you are too. You deserve it. Get with me, baby. Tell them that beautiful shit out there. All right, so you know what you got to do. 4 dirty little words. Number 1, discipline. Number 2, accountability. Number 3, plug into the 7 spheres of the money system. And number 4, put your
All right. We're back in the second anniversary. DJ the Money Coach. We got a special guest. Man, this guy here taught me a lot when I met him down in Atlanta. I think it was in August of last year. This gentleman has sold more educational products to people who need it than anybody I've ever met. So I became a master student. So without further ado, let's introduce you back to the gentleman known as legally Charles Oglesby, but known by everybody on these platforms as Todd Capital or Todd Billion. Welcome to the show.
Hey, man. What's going on? Happy to be here. How you doing, brothers?
Man, thank you for coming on, man. Charles, man, last minute, brother. I mean, you've been killing it, knocking it out the park, man. I've been seeing all the great stuff, the program you did in Detroit. I saw the events you did the other day. Y'all were just hanging out with Andre, man. What's going on, man? Talk to us, man. Tell these people, man, where they can get up with you and how you've been impacting our community, man, proudly.
Yeah, so we're doing some really cool things. I think right now what we're doing is we're launching a podcast tour. So we're going to be going to 4 cities nationwide in between May and June. So we'll be back in Atlanta. We'll be in Miami. We'll be in Dallas or Houston, Texas. And then we're also going to be doing an event in LA. So we're going to be linking up with a lot of really cool people, looking to interview some top-level entrepreneurs like yourself, people out there who are crushing it, getting real results, and also providing a networking opportunity for the people who are coming and a mastermind to follow. So the day after, we're going to be tapping in with our speakers, with our other connections out there, and going to be doing a deep dive to help people expand and grow their business. So yeah, right now, just leveling up, trying to 10X, trying to keep that activity up. The more that we do, the more things that we build and stack on top of that brand, the bigger we're going to grow and the more of a household name we're going to become. So really excited about what 2022 is going to have in store for us.
Oh, man, that is awesome, man. So tell us, man, you created a system that enables you to scale up and chop it up a little bit how we met and how you made that impact. And like I said, I learned a lot from the systems that you created on the digital product side. Can you tap into that a little bit? And I know you don't have a lot of time, but I'd love to hear about it and let our people know that it's about, I call it STEAM, Charles, and STEAM stands for science, technology, entrepreneurship. A is for access, and M is for mentorship. And that's what's lacking in our community is that access and that mentorship. Don't have a lot to do with the degrees and you're intelligent, but the access and the mentorship and the scaling up ability. Can you chime in and tell us a little bit about that, please?
Yeah, I would say that mentorship is huge. That's one of the things we provide through our mastermind program. But one thing I tell people is there is a ton of money locked inside of your brain. We have the skill set, these expertise that we use to get jobs, and that same expertise can be used to create a product. And once you create that product and you leverage the internet, man, you could just blow up. And you never know. There's so many different things that we're like kind of sleeping on. We don't even sometimes understand the value that we do have. But once you tap into who you are, maybe you need to make a mind map. Maybe you need to just look at your resume and see what value you bring to the table. Maybe what explanatory terms are on your resume. All of those are products. And I guarantee you're going to make so much more money selling a product than you will selling hours of your life. And so what I do is I help people find that. And then once we find that, we turn it into a brand. And so we've been having people, helping people build their brand up by expanding things around it. Do you have a podcast? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a social media presence? Are you going live? Are you creating merch? All these things create this aura around your brand, which then allow you to help, which then allow you to kind of bring sales and create that tribe and create that following. So that's one of the things that I've done. That's one of the things I've been successful at doing. And a lot of it has just been giving away a ton of value for free. So you have tiers to this. You have tiers of your free content, your paid content, and then your high ticket content. And I want people to, of course, have their high ticket stuff, but what value are you adding to the community for free? What knowledge are you giving away for free? Are you setting up that free coaching seminar? Are you setting up that free weekend workshop? As you're building a brand and starting a brand, you're going to have to start at that base level to kind of get awareness to who you are. You don't got to do it long, but you do got to do it at some point in time. Every brand does it. Every brand, you're seeing them start with their low ticket stuff, and Netflix keeps rising prices. Amazon did it. Amazon started low, and they started rising prices. And so all of us have a brand inside of us. All of us have a product inside of us. And to give some context, I was able to sell a course about 20,000 times, made about $4 million, if not more. It's continuing to go up day by day. And I did that by implementing those principles.
Man, I don't even think they heard what you just said. Because when we were in Atlanta, I didn't know you from a hole in the wall, and you said that same thing, and it just blew my mind, especially about that one-page book you created, and you sold 1,000 copies for $1 or something, man. Share with them again what you just said a little bit slower, my friend, because that is the crux of systems.
Yeah, so I would say that you do have to approach it systematically. We want to create that brand because, I mean, your brand is what's going to allow you to sell anything. So once you establish that brand, it doesn't matter what you launch on top of that brand. So let's establish that brand. You're going to establish that brand by showing up every single day and providing value, showing up every day and sending an email, showing up every single day and writing a blog, showing up every single day and creating value-based content that's going to edify others, educate others, or entertain others. Those are the things that you need to be doing when you show up on social media. Yeah, you love your kids. Yeah, you love your dog. But Instagram and social media is a business, and we need to treat it like it's a business. And we have a huge opportunity to create virtual storefronts that are going to allow us to generate the kind of revenue that we've been shut out from creating. If you live where I live in Southern California, it is very difficult to go get commercial space and then staff it with the people and then put the inventory in there and then get all your equipment. And what happens? You have to then go get a business loan. And we know the banks ain't always been Black folks' best friends. I mean, to a certain extent, I know now we have a little more knowledge in terms of business credit and all of that stuff. But let's say your credit might not be right. Let's say you might not have a good job that's going to allow you to start saving money to put into our investments. You can build that brand footprint for free. You can literally exist on the internet, create a following, create a tribe, and pay no money at all. You're going to do that by putting out free content and low-cost content. So do that and start there. After that, we want to start creating like a book or a checklist or something that's tangible that people can now have a piece of you. And we can start using that to either bring in more leads, bring in new emails, bring in people who have text messages, and we can start marketing to them that way. So when you do eventually launch your course, you have somebody who knows that you put out quality information. They have no problem paying you. So then after we do that, we're going to start bumping it up. We're going to do in-person events. We're going to start doing one-on-one groups. We're going to start doing masterminds. We're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper and working more intimate with people to help them really grow their business. And that's when you're going to start making the high ticket number. So yeah, I mean, what I've done is I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing it for about 5-6 years, ever since I got out of college and I found my purpose. But I didn't always know my purpose because like other people, I kind of didn't feel confident in my purpose. And sometimes if you don't have a job that's paying you top dollar for your purpose, you start to kind of think that maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you're not qualified to teach this. Maybe you're not prestigious enough to teach certain things. And so my background is in finance, but I was out there building a necktie company because I thought that I need to build a necktie company, and I wasn't yet able to step out there and talk about investing and talk about the stock market and real estate investing. And one day I was like, you know what? I don't really like this fashion stuff. I'm not a fashion guy. Like, and I mean, if I was, I would go a lot further. And so that company was called Hunter Todd Neckwear. And I just said, hey, cold turkey, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna drop the Hunter. We're gonna call it Todd Capital. And I just started creating content, started putting out blogs, started tweeting a bunch of different things, getting a crazy following. And I was able to then start stacking products on top of that brand. So the brand is really important. Whatever your expertise is, if you are an ex-college football player, all right, we're doing weekend camps. The weekend camps are going to turn into something different and something different. And a lot of people think they need a bunch of money to create these weekend camps. No, you need a park in a football. And I guarantee you got a park in a football. You don't even need cones. You guys can use shirts for cones. But you got to get started, and you got to start doing things to build that brand and documenting the process while you're doing all of this. So as you're doing it, make sure you're recording videos, make sure you're getting testimonials, make sure you're getting different things to also legitimize your brand in that way too.
Oh man, you just dropped them 100,000 plus of free nuggets, big time. What was it that attracted you to us, that you saw we had kindred spirits? And then where can we reach you? Because I know you're a real busy guy. What was that they got us connected? Man,
I would say the energy, first and foremost. Your energy is unmatched. I was sitting in the lobby and you could hear you out there. And I think that energy is important because you want to work with passionate people. You want to work with people who care about what they're doing, not just who are doing it maybe for a check. Because I think that what we're doing is bigger than that. What we're doing is bigger than us. What we're doing, while it benefits us financially, it's because we have a heart for the people. And so I could tell that that's where you were, and you want to connect with people who are that way. And I think that there's a bunch of layers to that, but that's one of the things. And the other is just like how you break everything down. I was like, man, like everything is systematic. Everything is formulaic. I wanted to get to that point. I liked how you were promoting your book. You were talking about your book. You had your book set up on the big page, and you just were confident in what you were presenting and what you were talking about. And I like that. Then also I like that you had diversity in your brands. So it wasn't just I'm doing this. You also had a tequila company. You're talking about the real estate projects you have going on. And I thought that was really cool to see somebody who has their hands in a bunch of different things and they're doing them successfully. Because you had the hat on, you guys were giving shots, you were doing all really cool stuff. And I just think that it's like that energy is magnetic. And if you're somebody who wants to get to that point, you want to be around those kind of people because you know that they're going to elevate you and they're going to be working just as hard as to elevate themselves as you are working to elevate yourself. It's like, I don't want to carry anybody. I want to partner with some folks. I do not want to carry anybody. And so I'm looking for people who are hustling, who are grinding just like me to grind alongside me. So yeah, that was the stuff that kind of attracted me to you guys and your brand.
Man, that's awesome. What would be one thing that you could share with our brothers and sisters about not competing against each other, but working together? But that seems to be a big problem in our community. Yeah. But it's not a problem you have, because I've seen you do joint venture partnerships with a lot of people that look like us. And I've seen a lot of people benefit from the relationship. But conversely, a lot of times, man, we immediately have this, adversarial relationship without even getting to know anybody. How have you been able to transcend that, Charles?
I think the biggest part is exposure. So my early professional career consisted of me working as a financial advisor and then moving into private client banking, where I was working with larger clients, and then moving into working in a family office. And you start to see that nobody at that level does it alone. And so you're like, okay, if they're moving that way and they have this, who am I? Who am I to say, nah, I got this, I'm going to do it on my own? And I understood that, like, that's the hack. And of course, reading things like Dr. Claude Anderson, he's really big on poweronomics and group economics and things like that. Dr. Boyce Watkins, they're going to preach that to you. But I think exposure is so key. And what I would tell people is, if you haven't been exposed to it, you got to trust somebody who has been exposed to it, because you might not have been in those rooms, but they have a certain level of knowledge that is going to allow you to get access to that level of to that room. And so I would say that that's the most important thing. Competition is a race to the bottom. And we've seen that with Netflix right now. Netflix is down 35% today on the day. Why? Because everybody wants to have a streaming service. How are they going to get back on top? Either they're going to have to acquire other services, or they're going to have to collaborate with other service providers. But you can't get anywhere by competing against each other, specifically not your own people. And when you look at it inversely, you start looking at the people who are still struggling, still at the bottom, and they think everybody's their enemy. They think everybody's the ops. And it's like, no, you got to recondition your mind, because prior to all this, things post like 1960s, we were working together, and we had families, and we had communities, and we had professionals, and we had all these different things working together, and it was so healthy. They're like, how can we split this up? How can we jack this up? Because that's too tough to compete against. And so another reason why I would tell people that we can't operate as individuals, and by competing, you ultimately become an individual by default, is they're playing as a team. And it's a competitive country out there. And if you're sending out your son to go compete against these dudes and try to get into the best colleges or try to build these businesses, they're going to continue to run into a wall, and they're going to think it's because they're not good enough, when really it's just they're not on a team. Another thing why teams are good is teams allow everybody to not be the star. We all are stars, but we live in an economy where we got LeBron James, we got Oprah, we got a few select people who are doing really, really well, and we just cheer them on. But what if they brought that talent to their community? Now you have people who are on LeBron's team who are able to operate at that level and be in the same rooms because he brought his people in the team. Everybody don't got to be a star, but you got to have a star on the team. You got to have a few stars on the team, and you got to have some role players. Some of us are role players, but since we aren't attached to a star, we end up just sitting on the bench and not being in the league at all. We got to be able to retain our talent and keep people close to home and continue to build up that team ball, passing the ball, sharing the ball, because at the end of the day, we're all wearing the same jersey.
Man, that is awesome. Hey, Charles, how can we get in contact with you, brother? We got another few people on par. And man, thanks for coming out to celebrate our 2nd year anniversary. Look forward to doing more stuff with you on your tour and everything, bro. I'm so proud of you, brother. I mean, because you 10 times ahead of me when I was your age, brother. Keep doing what you do. Tell us where we can get in contact with you, brother.
Yeah, so the cool thing is my website is right down there. Options with Todd, my best-selling options course, sold over 20,000 copies and counting. I've been able to see people go from struggling paycheck to paying off student loans to becoming 7-figure account holders, creating their own options business, their own options courses. All this came from a course that I created inside my walk-in closet. And man, it's caught the nation by storm. So I'll say start there, optionswithtodd.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at todd.capital, and all the links are going to be in the bio for there. We got a dope mastermind. We meet multiple times per week. We bring in guest speakers. We have a bank of content for people who want to learn more about business credit, more about stock market investing, more about vending, more about taxes, more about all these different things. And I've just seen people blow up, and it's all because we've just been given tremendous value. So, and also check out the podcast, Millionaire Podcast, on YouTube and all other platforms.
Sweet. Hey, Todd Billion, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for celebrating my 2-year anniversary. And I'll see you real soon, brother, when you come down to H-Town. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Right.
Sweet, man. We got another super guest that goes way back with me. So let's make a quick transition. Tell him we'll be right on. You know what? Matter of fact, just bring him right on, because I know he got a busy schedule. Bring him right on. This is the 2nd year anniversary. Right. Bring on the guest star. And this is a person who goes way back in time, longer than anybody who knows me. This gentleman is named Patrick Davis. And Patrick Davis goes back with me since I was 13 years of age. Pat PD, what's happening, brother? How you doing? You got your mute on. You muted.
Well, you know I'm old, man, so sometimes I don't want to be heard. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. We can hear you. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Absolutely. Taking a moment before another appointment, but definitely had to come out and say happy, if I would say anniversary. Nick, I know that you're dealing with a lot, dealing with DJ, brother, so I'm praying for you at all times. As he said, since 13, yes. The moments I had to say to him, hey, man, I don't have the brain power to listen anymore. Give me a break. And call me back in 48 hours. So, you know.
Give us one of your favorite stories about me, man. Keep it PG, man. Keep it PG.
Ooh. Okay. So let's see. First, I'll just simply say, first of all, Dale, I'm proud of you, man. That I know you've always been a brother that was passionate. Always been a brother that, you know, once you believe something, I call him a bull in a china shop at times, but the key is I call him the yin and yang. Even at the young age of 13, I always know that he was lifting me up, and we continued to pursue excellence because we were in each other's corner. So at this time now, of course, he's here sharing individuals, you know, just the aspect of financial literacy. And ironically, it's not by chance that I've been in the financial game also since the late 80s. So ultimately, it's just an aspect of how we serve. Dale, I will say that when I say yin and yang, he knows I'm normally the silent one, and I allow him to, you know, just roll with it. And then I add a couple of pieces here and there and simply say, I agree, or hey, I think you need to add this piece here. So ultimately, man, I'm proud of you and always willing to do partnerships and business with you. But also just hoping that we continue to do what we've been called to do, and that's to help others. So again,
Man, and you do a lot of work in your church, man. Tell them about your advocacy in your church, man, real quickly before you get out of here, because that's so important. I always talk about, you know, the three tiers of success, which is God, family, and business, in that order, your vertical alignment. And this thing I love about you, Patrick, is you always put God first, family before you do anything else. I've seen the sacrifice you made for your family and how it's paid, that you built so much equity in our community, man. You're like the Godfather. So talk to us a little bit about the Godship, about why that's so important for our people today, because financial education is two things that people don't understand. People don't like to talk about God and money, but if you can get them to talk about money, you can get them to talk about God. If you can get them to talk about God, you can get them to talk about money. If you build a trust, and nobody builds trust better in the community than Patrick Davis. Talk to us about that real quickly. Then I'm gonna let you go, brother, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate that. And also I'm gonna add one other thing that we don't talk about: health. So immediately, first and foremost, my mother instilled that foundation of my faith, in the aspect that no matter what you do, you're accountable to someone. And she taught me that bottom line is I want to be able to, when I get there at that last moment, he says, well, good, you know, well done, faithful servant, that you served appropriately and you were an ambassador for me. So ultimately, everything I do is about service, from the standpoint of my church, also then my family, and that extends from my, you know, the small family that I have, but then to the larger outside that family, and also teaching my kids and also those that I mentor. I'm also a part of board member for a number of 501c3s that I'm very passionate about, that mentor with young men. I was actually with a colleague 3 hours ago. I never like to say at risk young men. They're actually promised, men of promise, or young men of promise, because I think sometimes we have to tap into some things that help them to develop that promise. And again, of course, Dale, you and I came from the south side of Chicago. We saw an awful lot. There were many people that protected us also because they saw some promise in us. So again, I think that's something we have to give back. And I truly believe that God led me in the aspect of, there's some sacrifices I made, but they were well worth it. They were priceless, because I believe that on the other side, it helped me to have discipline, helped me to also be able to set a standard. And then lastly, when I say, you know, faith, family, and then of course that business or that finance element, and how that branches out from our homes to our community, I think it helps you to earn the right to have influence. So ultimately, that's what I stand on.
That is awesome, brother. And you are passionate about baseball. So, hey, man, give us contact information that our people can reach you at, because you dropping nuggets. Charles dropped nuggets, and it's awesome. We went from a young go-getter to an OG that shows sustainability, which I talk about, ladies and gentlemen. It's the stand power. And here's a gentleman that has stand power in corporate America, and God and family, and a real strong black man that's raising strong black males to become leaders. And he got a headship with his wife for 30 plus years, man. I applaud you, Patrick. Thank you for celebrating with us. How can we get in contact with you, brother, on the next time?
Well, absolutely. I put, of course, www.edwardjones.com, and of course you can pull up information about me at Edward Jones. But I would say, of course, I'm much larger than what I do in my business. So of course I'm a part of also www.flourishmo.org. That is an organization that both my wife and we pride ourselves on mentoring within our community. And it's also in line with our church, which is Third Presbyterian Church in St. Louis. So I have no problems. That you can also see our pastor weekly in that aspect. But ultimately, Dale, of course, if there's someone that you think needs to be in touch with me, you have the information in order to get them in touch. So I trust that you bring the right people to me, and I'll always do them well from that
Absolutely,
standpoint.
man.
I appreciate the time,
brother.
man.
Love you. Thank
And
you for celebrating the 2nd year anniversary with us. I'll see you next time, bro.
Hold up, and I'll even say, as you know, the work never stops. I'm in the home office, not in the office that I have across town, but it never stops. So I have a 6 o'clock. I'll say have a good one.
Thanks a lot, brother. Enjoy the pom lifestyle. Plenty of money, peace of mind. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a 40-year relationship that I'm proud of. That's the stand power of integrity. Talk to you later, PD. Appreciate you.
Absolutely,
man,
brother.
I hear we got another guest. Bring them on in. Man, this is the 22-year anniversary. And this person right here, we're going to go to the education side, ladies and gentlemen, because we bring you every aspect of the 7 spheres of money. And this is the person, the headmaster, who embodied what I believe that the only way you should educate your children is through homeschool. That's right. We were cutting edge from, everything that you learned about, your principles, your ethics, and morals. Without further ado, this is the headmaster who's taught all 4 of my children on very high levels, Miss Rose Spencer, PhD, from Know Thyself Academy. Rose, thank you for coming on for the 2nd year anniversary. How you doing today?
I am well. Thank you for the invite. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to be here for sure. I wanted to stop in just to tell you, happy anniversary. We've been together a long time. And I've seen you grow, and I've seen you thrive, and I've seen you change the lives of so many people. And it is an honor to say that I know DJ. I know DJ, the money coach. And, for those who may not know, you're passionate about so many things. And that takes a lot from somebody to be passionate about a lot of things. But the interesting part of that, everything that you're passionate about, you give to. So you have been a amazing, amazing parent. You've been an amazing money coach. And I will always be your biggest fan, always, because I know you give back to the community. There's not many like you. There's a lot that are out there that may have a bigger platform, but we know they're not really true to the cause. They're true to the money. You're true to the cause. And I thank you for being that. And I thank you for just being you. And I thank Nick for sticking with you, Nick, because Nick, I know him. He can be difficult. So
that's true.
So Nick, you stuck through. But you know what? I really do appreciate all that you all have done, and I truly do wish you many, many, many more years, because we can't lose a person like you or an organization like yours, because our community needs it. We won't grow, we won't thrive. It seems like we're backsliding now. So we need you. So just keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for doing it.
Man, that's awesome. Rose, two quick minutes. Tell us why Know Thyself Academy is so important to our community from an Afrocentric base. Why is that important?
Well, it's important because, where else will our children learn the truth about who they are? And I've had the opportunity to go to Savannah, Georgia this past week. And when I tell you, I saw the need for CRT in Savannah, Georgia, that critical race theory is so important because our children don't know who they are. And the name of the school is Know Thyself Academy, because you have to know who you are. And I sit back and I watch and I look and I see these children that are lost. So I know what helped me. What helped me was that I found strength in being Black and being proud. So I truly cannot express to anyone the importance of us as a people embracing our culture, embracing who we are, embracing all that make us this great community. We have been and will always be at the forefront of everything. There's probably not anything that we have not touched and lives that we have not changed and things that we have not built. But we know there's often taken, stolen, as I like to say, Columbus, because we don't, I know, we don't give ourselves the credit because that credit has been stolen from others. So it's very important because when your children know who they are, when they believe in themselves, that nothing can stop them from becoming who they want to be. It shows with your children. Your kids, DJ, really, they do not, they know there's anything they can be and do whatever they want to be and do. And that is because you instilled in them a lot of self-love and a lot of self-love for themselves as well as their community. So it's very important that our children get the opportunity to embrace everything about it. And, I know it's hard for some of our children to do, to shed out that negativity. And I liked when he said, and I actually took it over there. He said, not at risk, but children of promise. That is what Know Thyself Academy is about. And that's what all homeschools should be about, children of promise. Every child may not be on the same level. Every child may not be able to learn as fast as another child, but guess what? Every child has a promise on their life. But the public school is not going to tell them that. The public school is going to tell them, you belong here, and this is the only place you can go. I had the opportunity to go to Savannah, Georgia, and I have never seen it. It floored me. Slavery was totally taken out of the context of Savannah, Georgia. You can't find anything about slavery in Savannah, Georgia. And we know that is the seat of slavery. So that tells us why it's important that we have a culturally relevant African center, whatever you want to call it, but it's an education that embraces who we are and allows us to truly take our rightful place.
That's a drop the mic moment, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this in the replay, you can get in touch with Know Thyself Academy, knowthyselfacademy.org, right?
Yes, that is
knowthyselfacademy.org. And like Headmaster Rose Spencer said, she's taught all of my children, from my 18-year-old to my 9-year-old, and I trust her emphatically because I firmly believe that only I and Mom can actually instill the morals, ethics, and principles in my children. That might be different from you, and to each his own, but guess what? It's worked in our blueprint. So, Rose, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming on, celebrating the 2nd year anniversary on this platform, and we're going to continue to invest in our community, and we're going to continue to elevate the conversation when it comes to Afrocentricity. I'm excited. Thanks a lot, Rose. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And again, congratulations. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you. Nick, let's go to the break real quick, and then we'll come right back, and we're going to talk to some other people on this 2nd year anniversary. We're giving you a little bit of everything in the 7 spheres of money, from education to health and wellness, for you to have that pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind. Come join us on the Beaches of the World Club, and we'll be right back after this message. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Sometimes you have technical difficulties, but that was Dr. Sylvia Hollowell, MD, board certified, top 1% or 1% of family practitioners in the world, 30 years in medicine. And she actually does Medical Mondays for us, breaking down everything from a holistic to a medical point of view. And she is the best of the best. So thank you, Dr. Hollowell, from sending in that congratulatory celebration of 2 years. And we're going to keep this show rocking because we're excited. So if you're excited, we're excited. And if you got any comments or any questions that you have on this quick 2-year celebration, let me tell you this. We're giving away $50,000 worth of scholarships, grants, and we're going to give away 2 executive memberships for the whole year, valued at $10,000 a piece. And we're going to give away 1 world-class bucket trip to Zanzibar. That's right. We're going back to Zanzibar August 22nd to August 30th of this year to celebrate the acquisition of our own luxury condominium in Zanzibar. And we're going to bring you guys with us. And if you want to know more about that, you need to hop off of this broadcast and hop into the master class right after this show. It's going to start a little bit late, 7:45 Eastern Time, 6:45 Central Time. But we're going to tell you a whole bunch about it. And we're going to tell you how powerful the access to mentorship is. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that Charles talked about. So I want you to see full circle, ladies and gentlemen, that our network is wide, but our network goes miles deep. And you raise a child by building them up through a village. And that's what we're doing. So what we're happy to see is that you can join us on these beaches of the world. But first, we want to help you get consumer debt free. We want to first help you build the 800 credit score the right way. And secondly, third, we want to help you create a business, get the proper corporate structure. It's not always an LLC, ladies and gentlemen. There's other entity structures other than the LLC. Every corporate structure has its place and time to leverage for taxes and for legal parameters and to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time legally. Then we want to show you how to take that business structure and actually acquire real estate, and then take that real estate and leverage the tax laws through this small hidden event, the small hidden tax code called CAFE Rule 125. Then we'll also show you how to maximize the 179 tax depreciation code as well by working with who? Our certified public accountant, James Lane Jr., who's been a high yield CPA for 30 plus years, doing billion-dollar tax returns, doing franchise million-dollar tax returns, and doing regular people like you and me tax returns at the highest level. And that's the best thing that you could ever get your hands on. Nick, what we got for him, Nick? Because, man, I'm so excited. We're celebrating. 5,000 people came through our program over the past 12 years, through our books, through our seminars, through our exposés, our lunch and learns, through our meet and greets, and through our interviews. Man, we're excited. What you got for him, Nick? What you got to say, brother?
Oh, man. I would say I've been on, and then, I share my experience often, but I've been on both sides, both sides of the 7 spheres of money, as a client and as a partner, working as the business manager for DJ the Money Coach. So I've gotten the best of both worlds, and it shows that you have to go through the system and be a part of the team before you start to do business with the 7 spheres of money and DJ the Money Coach. So I went from A to Z, starting with discovering DJ on the internet, on the platforms. And this is before he had his own platform, before he had DJTheMoneyCoach.com, and he was DJ the Money Coach on YouTube. I saw him on another platform, and that's how I discovered him. And I went through every step of the way. I attended a master class. I got my initial consultation. I sat down with Melvin and got my life insurance and my Roth IRA set up. I got my emergency fund set up. I paid down my debt. I boosted my credit score. I went through the entire process. I became an all-star member, and then I became an executive member. And then from there, I joined the team on the business side. Once DJ decided that he wanted to take this business full on, 100% online, he asked me to join the team on that side. And he only asked me to join because I put in that work on the client side. And if you join the math class tonight, as you should, you're going to see the same from the rest of our team. They went through the process of going through the All-Star, initial consultation, All-Star, and executive membership, and then now you'll meet the rest of the team, and they have a similar experience. So not only is DJ the Money Coach 7 Spheres of Money a team of licensed professionals, but they're also a team of people who've actually been where you are and where you were, and been through the process and are familiar with the process and the system. So just wanted to reemphasize that right there.
Yeah, and you know what? And I always tell people, hey man, follow 3 leaders. Okay, number 1, follow somebody who's following God the right way, not the personality. Follow somebody who's emulating the principles of God headship, whomever your God may be. Okay, don't follow somebody who's had 100 divorces, 100 bad relationships. Follow the person who's got a God headship from the principles of success. Second person you need to follow. You need to follow somebody who's a leader, who has fruit on their tree. How do you know? If you turn around, they have people who are more successful than them because they tutored and mentored them and they exceeded their growth. Look at Charles. Look at Todd Billionaire. Look at Patrick. These are people in our group that I am the least qualified purposely. And we both have a common theme, ladies and gentlemen. Teamwork makes the dream work. And then the third thing, from a business standpoint, follow somebody who has a successful staying power business, sustainability. Okay? We got 20 years celebrating in business, doing only one thing, is financial education. And like I've told you time and time again, check it out. I don't know if you can see that. What does that credit score say, FICO?
Oh, 827.
827. That's right. And that date says, 3/18/22. I got out of $60,000 worth of consumable debt when I was in my early 30s. I got over a 525 credit score, ladies and gentlemen, and I didn't do any tricks. I did it the old-fashioned way. We earned it. And when we earned it, ladies and gentlemen, we have more appreciation from it. And then we went into our church and we started teaching a little small class called Faith, Love, and Money, based on biblical principles. Right here, it says, Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7, each man should give what he has decided in his heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. That's talking about community and charity. So we've taught these programs, ladies and gentlemen, and we attracted to us what we are. John C. Maxwell, the preeminent leader of leaders, from a business standpoint, he said there's a thing called the law of the lid in the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. He said, if you're a 5, you can't lead a 10. You can only lead 4, 3s, 2s, and 1s. If you are a 7, you can't lead a 8, 9, or 10. You can only lead 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But if you're a 10, you can lead everybody, ladies and gentlemen. So when the basketball analogy, if I want to share a winning system, I'm not going to the guy on the bench. I'm going to MJ. And then MJ is going to spread it to everybody else. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to follow him, and they're going to win 6 world championships without ever losing one. You know what I'm saying? So we are the world championship of financial education to our people, man. I'm excited. We got anybody rocking and rolling else that want to come on and share some great things with us?
No, not at the moment.
I got people texting me and everything saying they're trying to get in. Are you getting their emails? Did you get Clarence? Clarence said he tried to email you to get the link. AJ said he tried to email you to get the link. So all we're doing here, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what the giveaway is. This is what we're excited about. Our regular master class, which is taught by licensed professionals who have 10, 15, 20 years of expertise in one curriculum. It is normally, $150, $1,999. And what do you get out of that program? You get 2 hours of a master class. You get 2 consultations with certified public accountant, registered investment advisor, business formally chartered senior financial planner, certified estate advisor, legal attorney, who you saw, my attorney, Lisa K. Shebar. You get 3 hours of downloadable course that has been taught with the YMCA, the Montgomery Regional Airport in Alabama, taught at the state of Illinois, Young Attorney General's office. So we used to give that program, ladies and gentlemen, for $197. We're giving it to you for what we call 2 + 2 + 2 for just $20 for a limited time. You can get the whole program and the consultation to celebrate our anniversary on April 20th. So for $20, you can get all of that. So we're going to sponsor everybody, first time only, that you can get access to our system, and you only have to do is spend a $20 investment on yourself. Isn't that amazing? And in addition to that, we're going to give away some trips as well. Once you participate in the master class, you're going to be able to win an opportunity to go to Zanzibar. That's going to be a $8,000 bucket list trip, everything first class. You'll get a chance to win. I mean, talk about amazing. And you don't even have to invest in the program to actually qualify. Ain't that amazing? So in addition to that, we're going to give away some stuff from our sponsors, from Tolero. We're going to give away amazing, world-class, 100% organic, 100% black-owned, first of its kind, premium tequila. If you partake with the premium beverage, and we make sure you do it responsibly, okay? Do it responsibly, all right? Then we're going to have a major announcement tonight, because we're partnering up with an amazing group of people that's going to bring us instruction from the highest level of finance, and partner up with DJ the Money Coach and our 7 Spheres of Money team to start investing in our community to give back a lot of educational value from the highest level. In order to hear about that, you got to tap into our master class, and we're going to announce it. And then on Friday, we're actually going to give it to you all on Nick's regular show. So we got a lot of stuff we're giving away, Nick. We're so excited about what we're doing. And we're also going to give away a ton of our ABCs of Wealth books as well. Absolutely free. And all you got to do is fill out a beautiful registration to get into the grand prize and the giveaways. A grand total, $50,000 worth of grants, scholarships, trips, and amazing experiences with the team. So you can always come down and join us on Memorial Day weekend and Cigar Week right here in Houston, and join a party with our whole team. So, man, I'm excited. We got a lot of things. Like I said, we've had 5,000 people come through our program over the last 12 months, in between doing interviews with Dr. Will Jolly on Sirius XM, doing interviews with Ericka Williams on The Classy Climb, doing interviews with The Conscious Mindset. And from when we first started with Urban X, we've been impacting a lot of people in the 7 Spheres of Money. So I'm excited. Thank you for celebrating this 2-year anniversary on this platform. But ladies and gentlemen, we've been doing this for 20 years in Duransburg International in the 7 Spheres of Money, and we're just getting started on this platform to help you get consumer debt free, build an 800 credit score foundationally correct, open up a business with the proper entity structure, not always an LLC, and then take that business, acquire real estate, and leverage the tax laws legally, ethically, and morally sound. And then when you're consumer debt free, Nick, in 3 to 5 years, not 3 to 5 days, not 3 to 5 hours, not 3 to 5 months, we're going to teach you how to build a passive income of $8,333 a month that can last you for the rest of your life. And I'll give you 3 guesses and a first student account, because guess what? You're looking at the first example, and we've helped hundreds of people to do that across the world, and over 25,000 people have come through our system. Nick, so what do you got for us, bros? Because we're going to wrap up real shortly, because we got a master class that you got to get into. And in this master class, we're going to teach you about personal credit, business credit. We're going to teach you about systems. I'm going to introduce you to this young professional named Kadera at the young age of 25, help eliminate us losing tens of thousands of dollars a month that took us from $15,000 to almost $80,000 a month in revenue in only 30 days. And not only she saved us over 500 hours of man time, but she basically streamlined our system through marketing, text, operations. Then I'm going to introduce you to this amazing young lady named Ericka Williams, who at the young age of 30 is completely consumer debt free. She had completely checked out of corporate America, and she got the embodiment of the pom-pom lifestyle. She travels all around the world. So she's going to teach us about travel from a business perspective, and she's going to teach you how to take personal credit the real old-fashioned way and build it up to business credit so you can take advantage and leverage the opportunity of real credit all in a masterclass. And then we're going to teach you about consumer debt freedom. We're going to teach you about entity structure. And then we're going to give you the grand prize. We're going to teach you how to go to Zanzibar and actually invest in an amazing opportunity for only those who are qualified. I am not giving you financial advice in any shape, size, or form, but we're going to rock this thing out from A to Z, what's called the Family Finances 101, 136 Principles of Financial Success, right here on our 2nd year anniversary on 4/2022. And you can do it for two. And all that means you get 2 master classes, 2 consultations for $20. And that's a limited time. And that's for the first 20 people every day until the end of the month. First 20 people for the first 10 days from today to April 30th, 20 people a day. You can get the 2 for 2 for 2. 2 master classes, 2 consultations with DJ the Money Coach for only $20. Nick, let's take them home, bro, unless we got one of the other friends in, because we got to get to this class, baby. And all you got to do, hit that link and come celebrate with us and come on the beaches of the World Club.
No other friends in backstage in the queue, so we can go ahead and take it home. I'm gonna go ahead and get them that link, now that it's available, so they can be a part of that first 20 on our actual anniversary day.
So why don't we do that? Why don't we go to the break right quick, give them the link, and then we'll get out of here, bro.
All right,
guys. We'll see you right back in 2 and 2, like my man Chuck used to say. I'm dating myself. Woo! We excited.
Toledo Organic Tequila is so crisp, so incredibly smooth. It's simply in a category by itself. This is luxury. Life tastes better naturally, so should your tequila. This is Toledo. Enjoy responsibly. Visit ToledoTequila.com to get your bottle of Toledo Organic Tequila. Get a 10% discount on DJ the Money Coach by entering promo code MONEY at checkout. Again, that's ToledoTequila.com, promo code MONEY to get 10% off your Toledo purchase.
Hi, so this is a testimonial for DJ the Money Coach. First of all, I got one of the best packages that you had, so that was A1. I love the team. They have really come through. You were amazing as a coach. Every week you showed up on time, every single week. And trust me, I've been in a lot of courses, a lot of classes, spent a lot of money. And unfortunately, some people don't do what they say that they're going to do as a coach.
Salutations to all. My name is Alhamdulillah Ali. I'm 37 years old. I've worked in the public service sector in the DMV, also known as DC, Maryland, and Virginia, for about 14 years. And I'm just here to give my commentary about the Seven Spheres of Money program. It's amazing. It's awesome. DJ has a logical, practical, and objective approach, personal and business economics. This is what you need. If you are serious about having that generational wealth that's beyond the hashtag, I encourage you to get involved so that you also can have the pom-pom lifestyle.
And I want to say we were
All right, we're back. So we're going to get out of here real quick. We want to thank everybody for celebrating with us on our second year anniversary show, April 20, 2022, 2 years on this platform, but 20 years in the financial education business, specifically created the Seven Spheres of Money system, having worked with corporations like the YMCA, RC Cola, Fannie Mae, the Federal Reserve Bank of Houston. We've worked with the Montgomery Regional Airport in Alabama. Man, we've done a lot with a lot of people, and now we're about to partner with the largest bank in North America and Canada officially. We're going to announce that in our masterclass tonight, and we're going to announce it live on our show on Nick's Knowledge and Notion Friday night. So stay tuned, and we're giving away $50,000 worth of grants, scholarships. One lucky winner going to get the grand prize trip to Zanzibar with us in August, and 2 lucky people are going to get an executive membership that work with them from business across the year. Those 3 alone is over $30,000 worth of real-time investments. We're going to give that away to you, and many people are going to get free books, free master classes from us, and it starts right now in the next 15 minutes. If you're watching this live or you're watching a replay real quickly, you can get the 2 by 2 by 2. That means you get 2 master classes, you get 2 consultations, and only for a $20 investment. That's a $2,000 return for just $20 by hitting that link right now. I'm DJ the Money Coach. Come join us on the Beaches of the World Club, and you too deserve that pom-pom lifestyle, which you know is plenty of money and peace of mind. And I'll see you in the master class.
All right. See everybody there.
That's right. We're going to give you what I call 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. That means we're going to give you 2 master classes for the next 2 weeks for only $20 bill. That's right. 2 master classes, 2 weeks for only $20 bill. And we're going to teach you how to create the pom-pom lifestyle, earn $8,333 a month in passive income. And the master class is going to focus on teaching you how to start business, buy real estate, and leverage the tax laws. And all you got to do is hit that link and invest $20 for 2 weeks, 2 classes, and come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. I'll see you in the master class 2 by 2 with DJ Money.